One final case that you will get when you're solving for your the last two centers is a case like this, where it's two corners just missing. They're just the only two corners that need to be swapped. Now we could normally perform a commutator, but here's a more simpler and kind of a cool way to solve for it. So you want to align it so that they're both right beside each other like this. So when it's facing you, the edge is on the top right, and when it's on top, it's on the bottom right. And you're going to perform this algorithm. You're going to grab both layers, perform an R, U, R prime. And what that did is that it solved for them, and now we can insert it as if it was just a big, we can insert it now as if it was just a big 1/3, making sure it goes on this side where there's already a 1/3, so that when we insert it back, it will solve for the two layers. And those are all the possible cases and ways you can solve for last two centers on a 5x5 with commutators. All right, let's go through one more example with the last two centers. These are the last two centers I've got on this 5x5. And so remember, the first thing that we want to do is find a 1x2 block. We can see that there's one right here. We found another one here. So when we insert it, we're going to move it to an empty spot to move our damaged piece back up. And then we're looking around. Here's another 1x2. Compare it together. Move it so that this is going to be replaced, and so we can move our damaged piece back up. And now we come across a case like this where this needs to go up here so that we can pair it together. So let's say we want to pair up these two, so we can pair like this, move it out of the way, move it back down, and as you can see, it has made a 1x3, and now I can solve for it as so.